What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, before we actually hop into the discussion, I just want to let you guys know right off the bat, I'm not too big into the Halo scene. I'm not too knowledgeable about a lot of Halo stuff, but the topic that we're going to be discussing today, I don't really need too much Halo knowledge to tell you guys that this could potentially revolutionize every FPS game that we know of. It could revolutionize Call of Duty, Battlefield, Rainbow, every game that you could possibly think of. What is happening right now with Halo Infinite could truly change the future of gaming. But we will be checking out some Battlefield 4 gameplay, because obviously, like I said, I've never been too big into the Halo scene. I do actually have the Master Chief Collection. I might hop on and try to get some gameplay for future topics and stuff like that, but currently I think I'm just going to show you guys some Battlefield gameplay instead. Now, for me personally, I'm actually kind of surprised how Halo has come out swinging so hard this time around. Usually, for me personally, like I just said, their games don't really hit home for me. I mean, I used to play a decent amount of Halo 2, Halo 3, a little Halo ODST, a lot of those games back in the day, but I never owned them personally. I always had to go over to my friend's house. We played on his dad's Xbox. We used to have a blast doing that all the time. But I would say after a certain amount of time, I just lost the vibes of Halo. It just didn't connect with me like I used to back in the day with all the more recent games that they've been putting out. But obviously, as a Call of Duty head, naturally, I went back to the Call of Duty scene and left Halo. It just didn't sit well with me anymore. I mean, I just didn't care too much for the game at that point, you know? It's very spongy. It's a lot more team-based. At the time, and still to this day, I'm a very hardcore solo player, you know? If I can't play a game solo, I probably won't end up getting it. But like I said, back in the day, Halo still was a blast. I had tons of fun playing it. It's just something about it didn't click with me. But after years and years and years of torture from the Call of Duty franchise, I think at this point, a lot of people, including myself, are at a snapping point, and we're ready for something different. Now, luckily for me, I'm a Battlefield fan as well. I've been playing Battlefield for a decent amount of time. So Battlefield 2042 is a perfect alternative. I'll gladly play that game no matter what. I played Battlefield 5, even though that game wasn't fantastic. I still played that over Call of Duty for a certain amount of time. So anytime a new Battlefield game comes out, you best believe I'm going to be playing it. But at the same time, I'm still desperate for more games. I don't think just Battlefield's going to be able to keep my interest. But here comes Halo Infinite. Now, to spend money on Halo Infinite for me, again, I don't know. I'm going to see if people say the campaign's good, if it gives them good vibes, if they actually enjoy it. Then yes, I might go ahead and cough up some money. But if I were to ever cover Halo on this channel, it wouldn't be for the whole experience like I can do with Call of Duty. You know, Call of Duty, I can cover the campaign, the zombies, the multiplayer, and all that stuff. With Battlefield, the same thing. I can cover the campaign, the multiplayer, all the details of the game. But when it comes to Halo, if I do talk about it a lot on this channel, it depends on how you guys like it. If a lot of you guys watch my content, then yes, I'm probably going to strictly stick to the multiplayer side of things when it comes to Halo Infinite. That's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to grind out the game. I'm going to try to get good at the game. And then obviously, from the hours and hours and hours of gameplay, I'll give you my feedback on how I feel about it, things that need to change, if everything is good in the game, if the mechanics are set and good. You guys know how it goes on this channel. But luckily for me at least, and maybe for a lot of you guys as well, a lot of people that are also Call of Duty fans who are really sick of the franchise completely abusing them, Halo Infinite multiplayer is going to be free to play. Now, this is revolutionary, only if it works out. Obviously, you know, if this whole scheme, this whole business thing that they have going on here at Halo goes wrong and it doesn't make them any money, nobody's going to go ahead and copy this. No, what's the point of copying failure? It's just going to set yourself up for failure. So nobody's going to go ahead and copy a free-to-play method if it's not making them any money. But as we can see with time, free-to-play games make a crap ton of cash, a boatload of money. Just look at Apex Legends, Fortnite, Warzone, bringing in billions of new players and billions of fresh dollar bills. It's insane what free-to-play games are actually capable of. But when it comes to multiplayer, we haven't seen anything just yet that's been released free-to-play. We don't know how this is going to work out. This is going to be the first experience. All these other free-to-play games are battle royales. And personally, that's just how it should be. You know, every other paid battle royale experience completely flopped. You know, Firestorm from Battlefield 5 completely flopped. Blackout, I can't even find a single lobby on PC. And Blackout would have probably been really popular if they made it free to play, if they allowed anybody to download it, but they never did. So it clearly died, and everybody plays the new free to play version, Warzone, which anybody can download. You see what I'm saying here? Battle royales work perfectly when it's free to play. But now we're branching off to a different genre of FPS. Not just battle royale, but now we're going to a actual competitive side. And they're going to make it free to play. Now, if this works, if this actually brings in tons of money, just like how Warzone brings in money, and Apex and Fortnite brings in money, if Halo Infinite can literally cash out from making their multiplayer experience free to play, this could change everything that we know about every franchise that we love. Call of Duty, if they see that this is successful, we might see some free to play Call of Duty games coming out, which will be a lot better since we all know how Call of Duty releases every single year. It's absolute dog water, it's crap, none of it's ever fun anymore, it's all repetitive. So shoot, if they make it free to play, it'll be less of a kick in the butt when you go ahead and actually play it, because hey, you didn't put any money into getting it. Same thing with the future of Battlefield. Battlefield 2042 is going to be here for a pretty long time. If I do remember correctly, I think the developers even said they wanted to make this game last a minute, like almost like a live service model, like Rainbow Six Siege, going over years and years and years and years of time. We don't know how this is going to work. It's going to depend, obviously, off of the success of Battlefield 2042. But by the time that another Battlefield game comes out, if it's 2 years down the road, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, it doesn't matter. If Halo Infinite actually pops off, that will be enough time for EA to come in and say, okay, that's doing amazing, we can make the next Battlefield title free to play. So 2042 won't be free to play, but if this is successful, every game afterwards could potentially be free to play. And to me personally, that's amazing, because campaign is what costs them the most money to design. And if we can cut games in half, charge about $30, $40 for, let's say, zombies and a campaign out of Call of Duty game, then obviously free to play for multiplayer, that saves people money. Activision will also, or not just Activision, EA, any gaming development team will be making more money as well, because more people are coming in free. They'll be encouraged to open up their wallets a little bit more, because there's no, entry fee to get into the multiplayer experience, which means they'll be making more money. So that $20, $30 that they're taking off of the initial price, they'll be probably making back 4, 5, 10 times the amount by just making microtransaction sales, because people are more lenient with their cash in free-to-play games. But I don't want to get too positive, because, even though they cut out the multiplayer experience from Halo Infinite, and they're only doing campaign, the game is still $60. Same thing with Battlefield 2042. No campaign in this game, only multiplayer. The game is still over $60. So even though they are removing game modes, full game modes from these titles, they're still upcharging people. So I don't want to get too optimistic about it. I'm going to be very realistic here, but at the end of the day, it will still be nice to have a free-to-play multiplayer experience. It will be a lot more of an incentive to play the game, and also, a lot of people don't have to pay the $60 to get the campaign. Like, Halo Infinite campaign isn't necessary, especially for Call of Duty fans. I'm sure a lot of Call of Duty players who are trying to find an alternative this year don't care about the campaign. They just want a multiplayer experience. So, you don't have to pay anything. You just get a free-to-play Halo Infinite multiplayer experience, completely covered by a AAA development team with tons of back support. I mean, how could you go wrong with that? And on top of having a free-to-play multiplayer experience, they're also completely changing what we know about battle passes. Because now, the new battle passes, yes, you have to obviously pay to get into them, especially since the multiplayer is free-to-play. Obviously, they have to make their money somewhere. But unlike with previous games, like, let me use Call of Duty for example. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. When a battle pass comes out, if you completely miss it, you can't get it. It's a GG, after the 2-3 months are done and the battle pass is finished up, if you were not able to grind through any of that content, it's over. You're not getting any of it. And it's especially more of a kick in the butt when you purchase the battle pass and you don't complete it, because then you definitely can't get any of it. And then Activision has the nerve to actually put out a bundle called the Moab Bundle for $100, which allows you to purchase everything that you missed throughout all the battle passes. Look, it's a horrible system, it's disgusting, and it's stealing all your money. And Halo Infinite, you can pick whatever battle pass you want. When the battle pass comes out, you purchase it, it never ends. It ends when you finally complete it. So it doesn't matter how long you take, you'll be able to do it. And then when a new battle pass comes out, you can purchase that one as well and complete that one. Now let's say you skip one, let's say you miss one. It will always be available no matter what. So if you wait 5-6 months down the road, and you still want to go ahead and purchase Season 1 Battle Pass and grind through that, you are welcome to. You're not limited. So it's not like Activision where you spend your money, you put $20 towards this Battle Pass, you don't complete it, they take your $20 and completely take the Battle Pass and you can't complete it anymore, so it's a waste of $20. You didn't even get all the content in there. It's not like that. If you pay for it, you keep it forever. When you finish the Battle Pass, that is when it's finally done and over with. You would think that this would be the go-to system that they would make for a Battle Pass system. It's obviously the most consumer-friendly, but because they're a business, money is the #1 concern. Allowing the customer to have the battle pass forever doesn't make much sense on their end, It makes much more sense to know that they spent their money and their time on completing the battle pass, which encourages those players to continuously hop back on the game, play their game, get more play time, maybe get their friends to play with them as well, getting more people to play the game, possibly getting more people to purchase the battle pass. it adds urgency to you wanting to get through that battle pass because you spent money and you know that if you don't complete it, you wasted $20 and a lot of your time. It's a sick practice. It really is. I hope that this new system will make billions. I seriously do. Even if the game turns out awful and they don't deserve money off of the game, if it's just pure crap, I still hope the system makes a ton of money because this system could truly change microtransactions as we know it. But guys, that's going to be the end of the commentary. If you enjoyed the video today, make sure you leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord, both linked down in the description. And also, if you want to catch me live stream some video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.